I think you're the first, Kim. It's just me. Just got out here. I don't know what else. What should I share with you guys? Our buddy Derek's talking about building a 70, going down that slippery slope. Pretty excited about how Bennett's 70 turned out. The decals really made it pop, and I'm pleased with that. Matt is here. What's up, Matt? If you're new to these lives and you haven't checked out Garage MC, give him a follow. He and my wife are the bouncers for my lives. Vintage Fumes 420s here. What's going on? I chatted with Travis this morning, and he'll be joining us. He just texted me a couple minutes ago confirming that he is to join at 4:30, which is the current time in Southern California where he's from. So if we look at our map, if we go to the map, we've been hitting up the East Coast, and now we're hitting up the West Coast. We're down here. We're down here tonight. 3-hour difference. What's up, Corey? Nick's here. Jeff Mahar. Paul Kaufman's here. Andy Collins. Michael Toner. So, yeah. So here we are. Donnie Haggerty's here. Corey Baker has a hat going his way. We got the This Old Trike hats live on thisoldtrike.com. I've got my store set up. So if you haven't checked that out, shout out my store. Just listed a new color. When I had these printed up, the guy goofed and didn't print up all the colors I asked for. So they are all listed there. Colin Spencer's here. Gang's all here. 26 so far. What's up, Pat? Lifty 550 with the weather report from Franklin County, Indiana, home of Aspen Acres, or as we call it, Haspen Acres. What's the weather looking like down there? It won't be long. 2 weekends until 2 more weekends to work on stuff if you're getting there early. Oh, here he is. 2 weekends to get to work on stuff if you're getting there early, or if you're showing up late, like PJ Hart rolling in on Wednesday, you get 3 weekends to work on stuff. But without further ado, let's let Travis Dobbins into his interview. Sir.
Hey, there you are. Trying to figure out how to set this thing up.
Yep. This is the only way to do it. We got to go this way.
Okay. Let me
You're getting it.
I gotta I'm stuck in the 80s.
That's a good place to be stuck, right?
Yeah. I think there we go. We're getting it. I got a weight and a blanket. And I had it set up perfect when it was the other direction. How's that look?
Oh, it's perfect. It's good. You got a snowmobile back there?
No.
No?
No snowmobile.
What's the green one? Don't touch your phone. Is that a windshield? Good? Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
Something's like making it. That'll work.
No, I think you're good.
Which one did you think was a snowmobile?
The green one there, back in front of the TV.
Oh, that's a 86 Ducati.
Oh. Well, maybe we'll get a closer look later on. Did your shipper show up yet?
He's coming in the morning.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, am I too far away, or is that good?
I can hear you great. So we got to let our viewers tell us if they can hear you. But I think you sound good.
Okay. Trying to get this thing straight. Yeah, I've been I went to Walmart and got this little guy here. Tripod, I guess you call it.
Yeah. Perfect. I think you look great. Everybody's saying you look good and you sound good and you're clear, so let's run it. What do you say?
All right.
Okay, so I always start out by explaining to people who might have just stumbled on this video what they're watching. So this is you, sir, our Hoarder of the Week, elected by the people of Honda Hoarders Facebook group. And we've been doing this since the end of last year. I started it back in 2019 and let it run till I couldn't take it anymore. And then I took a 4-year break and now we're back. So, but 4 years ago, I don't even think I knew who you were.
I'm happy it was me.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I was nominated until you
I think
wrote
it was Chase Lyle, Chance Lyle.
Okay, it was him?
Is it? He nominated you, and then everybody else went to the races with you.
Ah, right on. That was super cool of him.
So, the first portion is all about you, and then how we got into the hobby and all of that, and maybe a couple minutia questions, some BS, and then we'll let the peanut gallery have at you, and they can ask what they want about you.
All right, sounds good.
First question, where are you sitting right now? Is this your living room?
Yeah, this is my living room. One of these days, I hope to have a big garage and some more room where I can get out my front door without tripping over all these bikes. It's a tight fit.
Yeah,
I can't
and it's
have
always
anybody
changing.
Up there. Huh?
And it seems like it's always changing.
Yeah, I probably moved about 20 machines in the last, I don't know, 2 months.
Wow.
Well, yeah, as soon as the machines leave, I've already got some out front under blankets to come in. The shipper will show up perfect time and drop off 8 more. So they're always coming and going, but you'll see like a couple of them back there that haven't left because they're my personal collection. Sometimes it's hard to let some of these nice machines go.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
Some of them are so nice, you know you're not going to get another one. But then I always do. Then I always do get one. But I got to keep them moving. Move them in and move them out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we got lots of questions about that, but let's start with the basics. What's your full name, sir?
Travis Lee Dobbins.
Travis Lee Dobbins. And your age?
I'm 46. 46 or 47? 46. Let's go with 46. Yeah.
That's a good age.
Yeah.
And where are you located?
I'm in Thousand Palms, California. Kind of embarrassed to say I'm from California, but that's where I grew up.
It's okay. We're not going to I'm from New York, so I'm not going to hold, you being from California against you.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going on out here, but I've lived here my whole entire life. Actually, my mom still lives in Palm Desert, the house I grew up in, 10 minutes from here.
Well, super.
So, yeah.
How long have you been in this house?
I bought this house probably in 2008 when the economy crashed.
Yep.
It's been a while. I've been here for a while.
Yeah. So you're probably sitting pretty.
Yeah, when the economy crashed, this house was cheap. Now it's through the roof. So I did good. That's how I'm able to buy these damn 3-wheelers because I don't have a house payment.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We're fortunate.
Now, what do you do for work?
I own a water truck company, construction. So I've been doing that since I was 24. 24 years old, I started the company. That was like 2003. And I started with just a little small 2,000-gallon water truck, and I only had one. And then I bought another little one. And then I ended up getting the bigger 6x6, like army trucks that can go through the desert and over rocks and do the bigger jobs, work with blades and scrapers and loaders and all the big equipment. So I do a little bit of both. So I've got 4 trucks, 2 big, 2 small. And the big ones, if you call me, I'll bring 2. And if you call me for the little ones, I'll bring 2. Because if one breaks, you just hop on the next one and keep going.
Yep.
That's the only way to stay in business. Because if your water truck breaks, everyone's waiting for you. You just hop on the other truck, call the mechanic, he fixes that one, you jump in that one, keep rolling.
That's smart.
So that's how I've done it the whole entire time. And I've never let anybody down. So,
that's awesome.
And then I do this 3-wheeler stuff on the side. And I kind of do both. While I'm filling up with water, takes 15 minutes off a fire hydrant. I'm on my phone on Marketplace looking, and I'll go pick up a 3-wheeler after work and bring it home.
Yeah.
So
is that
it's
how
fun.
you're finding most of these?
I'm all over. I'm on OfferUp, Marketplace, everywhere. Craigslist. Craigslist is a good one because no one uses it anymore.
Yeah.
And old people don't know about Marketplace, so they put.
Yep.
Old people are putting this stuff on Craigslist where no one looks anymore. So every once in a while, take a look at Craigslist, and they don't know what the stuff's worth. So you're getting a really good deal, and no one's fighting over the bike because no one looking on Craigslist anymore. Probably shouldn't have gave you guys my secrets.
I know. There's the tip of the decade just leaked out.
Yeah. Right?
Well, that's smart. How many machines you buy in a week, you think?
Oh, it varies. This week, I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far.
Yeah.
And these ones are all far. And I got a little crazy. I gotta have all of them shipped. So normally I'll go and get them myself. You know, they're 2, 3, 4 hour drive. I can get them in a day and bring them home. So, but I haven't had any luck out here lately, and I found some good deals, so I just bought them. And my shipper, Lee, and I've been using a couple other guys. He'll round them up and bring them here. And then when I get them, I just clean them up and do my thing with them. And I have a mechanic now. He's about 20 minutes from my house, and he can fix anything. So I drop stuff off. I now buy bikes that aren't running when I used to only buy running bikes because he can fix them. I'm not that great of a mechanic. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. So I need him to fix them, but it's making me buy more bikes knowing that I have someone that could fix them. Yeah. I don't want to sell anybody no junk, that doesn't run. Right. Unless they agree to it and they want to fix it themselves, Yeah.
Well, that's smart. That's a nice little side operation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to have the mechanic. I'm the detailer. I'm the photographer. And then I have 2 good shippers that I highly recommend that I use. And everything's just been rolling like pretty good.
Yeah.
I stopped months. I've been doing time.
I missed that last part.
I haven't even gotten my water truck in 2 months. The last job ended, and I decided to do this for a while because I love doing this. It's I'm like hunting for these 3-wheelers, and it's a blast. Even when they get away, when someone else gets it before you, you're bummed, and then you just right back on it and try to find the next one. And I ship them out to you guys all over the place and making America great again.
Yes. Yeah, you're doing a service because it's probably a safe thing to say that is there's probably more preserved out in Southern California than anywhere else in the world. So
yeah, you can find a lot of nice bikes out here. The problem with the people out here is you can ask a million questions on the phone. Is it running? Are the bars bent? Does the tires go flat? Does it have an oil leak? And everything's perfect. And when you get there, everything they said was a lie. Yeah. So I do waste a lot of time driving around, 6 hours to get to this guy's house to find out he's full of shit. And then I'm the type of person like, I can't leave it there. So I still buy it. And then I end up with someone else's headache. But I'm trying to switch that to where I just leave. So I did leave on a deal this week, and I felt good about it, but what a waste of time.
Yeah. Do you find people aren't up for negotiating at all?
I try to feel people out on the phone first and try to negotiate on the phone to a price. And then when I get there, that's just what I give them. If I buy it, I just give them what we agreed on. But I just I'm honest with them. I just tell them, hey, listen, this is what I do for work. I'm going to find this home, a nice machine to someone who really wants it. And I have, collectors all over the world because some people are attached and they don't want to just give it to anyone. So after I showed them pictures of my living room and show them this is what I do, they really comfortable letting me take the bike and even giving me the pink slip without me putting my name on it. Just give it to the next guy like I was just not even there. I don't want to put the thing in my name, if I'm not going to keep it. So I talk a lot of people into letting me take the pink slip, and I'll give you their information once I know who's going to buy it. And a lot of people are cool with that.
Yep.
So,
Well, that's great.
yeah.
So real quick about the water truck, you're doing that just for like dust control? Because a lot of people might not know why you're driving a water truck.
Okay, so I do grading out here. That's a lot of blow sand. So before you dig or build a building, you need to go down like 10 feet of dirt, take it all out, and it all needs to go back in. So you put it in layers and do compaction tests. So I have to wet it as they put it in and wheel roll it with a full load of water, compact it, and then once it passed the test, then we come up the next level and do it all over. And then I work with the concrete guys, the plumbers, the painters. Everyone needs water. I clean streets. I drain pools. I fill pools. I do. Depends on what I'm doing. My trucks are set up differently for different jobs. So it's a lot of different work you can do.
Okay.
But,
well, that's not what I thought at all.
Yeah, I'm working with some huge tractors. I work with Sukit Construction a lot, and these guys are huge. And they'll give you a walkie-talkie, and everyone's driving tractors, yelling at each other, "Get over here! We need water." But last year, I stayed in a cabin for 6 months at the Salton Sea, building the canal. And then after that, I went to Corona to the landfill for 6, 7 months. Stayed in a hotel. I had to have my brother come take care of my dogs and help me out with that. But now I'm back, and I don't want to do that again. I like working jobs close to home. I want to sleep in my own bed.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Look at your three-wheelers in the living room.
I like looking at my three-wheelers. Make sure they're safe.
So what's your relationship status?
I have a girlfriend now for 8 years. Her name's Megan. She is unbelievable. She is, I couldn't ask for anything better. She is beautiful inside and out. She's a nurse. She's a nurse for 20 years, and now she's manager at the hospital. She's in charge of about 10 people underneath her. So she does not live here with all these three-wheelers. She has her own house, and she has 2 kids, Brooke and Logan. Really good kids. So I've known them since they were small. They're 13 and 14. So I never had kids. I've never been married before. My kids are my dogs. Duke's over here. I'll show you him in a little bit. And the other 2 are under the bed somewhere. So
PJ had a request for Duke.
I'm good. Her kids love me. I love them. We all have a good time together.
Super.
I see
That's
them.
Great. Now,
What's that?
Yeah.
I see them.
What does she think about the three-wheelers?
She likes it, but you can tell when we move in together one day, I'm gonna have to get a big garage. I can't have this with a bunch of the kids and dogs and cats. This is just me here.
Yeah.
So
perfect.
I'm calling. For me to get out the door, I literally take the chance of breaking plastics on all these bikes. You got to be careful. One of these days, I'm waiting for cryptocurrency to take off, XRP, and when that happens, I'm going to build whatever else I want with a garage. And Binky's going to have some competition.
It's probably heard that before.
Yeah,
that's funny.
I'm just kidding.
How many machines in your living room right there?
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Will you give us a tour?
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think 20 of them. Yeah, you want a tour? Let's see. Hopefully, I figure out how to do this.
You can flip the screen around. That little circle button there.
Let's see here.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. I got the pole here. I don't know what to do about it. So here, you know what? Let me. Yeah, I can't go sideways. So this is the 86 short course that Jason Wells had built with Guy Larson out here in the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing. Let me try to get this light in
Beautiful.
here. You know who wants this? Toby?
Yeah.
We might be doing some trading. We'll
He's been
see.
buying a lot of bikes.
This one I just sold to Dave Hall from Restore Muscle Car. He's kind of a celebrity.
Okay.
And so what I do when I sell it, I zip tie the paperwork, and he got a headlight I found for him because it's got this one on here. And I got this Zinger, excuse me. I just had it restored. Oh, Honda 8570. That's where it all started for me.
Yeah.
And
you had one when you were a kid?
Yep. Yeah. Me and my brother had one. We had two of them. This one I just got from Cody. This one, you probably recognize it. This was Rodney's. Relive the 80s.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
He sold it to Jason Wells. And Jason, I don't think, had it for a week. He said it didn't go with the colors that he has going on, the red, white, and blue right now. So he knew I wanted it, so he let me have it. And then I got to move stuff around, but I have this yellow one to go with it. Oh, there's my cheat sheets. Don't look at that. This one is Ed Barbish's. It's getting picked up tonight or tomorrow. I got a shelf up here with a first gen 250R.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
What else do we get? This one here, 87 Suzuki. It's on a raffle on Derek's page on ATC and MX raffles. He's on vacation right now, so he's not really moving it too fast. But when he's done, we're gonna get the ball rolling on that one.
Yeah.
And I just got this little guy. So as far as Hondas, I got the Pilot. I got one there, one there, one there, one there. So I got like 8 Hondas in here right now. I know. And I just got this one here from Jason Wells, this little YSR. YSR 80. This one came from Jeff Huffster in Washington. This Pilot is a 1990. And he put all 4 corners have NOS plastics.
Wow.
So this thing is all original. And this one here, 85 Tri-Z, my guy Adam, he's out of Corona. He's a good friend of mine. He restored it for me. This is my favorite part. These are pretty rare. Do you see these too often? No.
Is that I don't know, is it Yamaha line or is that a Yamaha accessory?
Yeah, it's an OEM part, but they're pretty rare and they make the whole bike look amazing.
Yeah.
I literally so this is the house. I mean, and you saw all those machines that left just 3 yesterday. There was 6. That was 6. Like I said, I'm already full. Let me climb over some stuff. The further I go back, the better it gets. I try to keep the expensive ones in the back so no one can get near them. So here's an all original Honda 200X, super nice. I got a BMX collection back there.
Oh, cool.
Rodney got me into that. That one's got pool noodles on it because I was going to take it to a show. That little guy right there is the bike I raced when I was a little kid. I raced BMX for about 10 years when I was a kid.
Oh, cool.
That's the Diamondback Junior Mini. I had it restored. This one, this is a good story. I bought this from Rodney in Texas. And he told me if I ever sell it to call him. So I needed some money. I called him. He bought it back. And then I wanted it back. I told him, if you ever sell it, you call me. So this thing went from Texas to California, and he found an NOS seat for it. It's probably the only one I've ever heard of. Yeah. We put that on there. That thing's all original. And that's the super nice second gen. And that one, Joseph Whalen.
Yep.
I know he's a good friend of yours. He's a good friend of mine. I got that off Joseph Whalen a few years ago. And that thing is incredible. It was restored by Michael DiNardo.
Okay, yeah.
He changed his name, Michael Vincent or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's Michael Vincent currently.
Yeah, so that's what I got going. And I have, like I said, I have 5 more coming. I've been getting really lucky with the, here, let me turn it around. I've been getting really lucky with the big reds.
Yeah?
100S's and stuff like that lately. And the M, I got a 200M coming. And I think I got a few Banshees. A 94 and a 95 Banshee, the peanut butter and jelly.
Okay, yeah.
I'd be trading those for this. But I'm going to need some cash on top too, because once this is the nicest one out there, I think. I don't think I'll be able to get another one. It's got the little low pro tires. This, 701
or something.
They're the H-Track 701s low pro.
Okay.
So you know what? I got some. You want to know how this all started? I got some pictures ready for you.
Yeah, let's go to story time here.
Okay, let me put this back up. Hopefully, I can get it good.
Story time with Travis Dobbins.
All right, I got pictures and everything.
This is great. What a view! I wonder what he's watching on the TV.
2.5 Men. I guess I never have this. Okay. I barely ever have this TV on. I'm always back in the dungeon in my room. So hopefully you can see. So this is where it all started. Here's my dad on this Yamaha. Yep. Yamaha 225, and then see the little zinger.
Yeah.
That's why I have the Yamaha down here in the zinger. That's why I have those. And here's my dad. I think that's my dad with my brother on the little 225. And then here we take turns. Here I am with my dad. And then like my first bike. Can you see that? Oh, see the little RC car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can ride 3-wheelers when you're not riding 3-wheelers.
Yeah. There's me and my brother here for Christmas. That was a good Christmas.
How old's your brother?
This one, so when I was about 18, me and my friends went to Glamis, and I was on my 250R right by one of the big hills, and we just got there. I didn't turn my fuel on. And here I am. I fire it up. I want to go up this hill, and I'm almost to the top. And I start running out of fuel. And I think something wrong with the motor. So I try to turn it around before I ran out of momentum to coast back down. Oh, that didn't happen.
Oh, no.
That's my stuff. So what happened was I got halfway to the turn. And I mean, this hill was like this steep. So I'm holding on to the bars. And the bike starts to roll, and I'm like, I'm not letting my bike go. I scooped a lot of ice cream at Thrifty's for that thing at $4.25 an hour. So I didn't let it go. So we're rolling, and the pipe kept burning me and burning. Every time I roll with it, I would flip over like 5 times I rolled, and it finally got it to stop, but it burned the shit out of me. Wow. That was very painful. And the worst part is once I got back on the bike and got down the hill and turned the fuel on, fired it up, now I got to drive all the way back to camp with that. Mm-hmm. And you know how the kids do the Circle 8 tracks when they're little kids do those tracks all day, Circle 8? One of those was in the middle of the desert, and I'm doing like 60 after that burn, and I hit that. Boom! Flew me off. Then I got a big hole on my side too. Same day. Then I had to go to the hospital after that. So that was a shitty trip.
Wow. So what year was that? You were
Oh
16,
man, it was
17,
probably
18,
like
you said.
1997. Probably,
Yeah.
when I was fresh out of high school.
Yeah. Wow. So how
Yeah.
old's your brother?
He's a year and a half older than me. So he's
Okay.
47,
You're pretty close.
48.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, his
Does he
name's
still
Wes.
ride?
He has a quad actually, and last couple of years, he didn't do it this year, but last year he was racing quads and he was doing really good.
Hmm.
So
Cool.
he's a plumber, so he stays busy plumbing. He's a pretty handy guy, and him and his wife they do Bubba's powder coating. They have a powder
Okay.
coating shop on their property where they powder coat stuff. So if I ever need anything done, it's super easy for me to get it done. Yeah,
Super.
let me sit back down.
Yeah. That was awesome. Thank you for the pictures. That was cool.
Yeah, yeah, you should. I got some more stuff over here. I'll show you on the next run.
Yeah. So your dad got you into the hobby,
Yeah.
and then it's just kind of stayed part of your life, or did you have a period of time where you weren't riding or doing anything? And
Oh yeah, yeah. I got to once I started getting a little older, and I, have to make money and pay for my own
Mhm.
stuff because I was never
Yep.
handed anything. I worked since I was 8 years old,
Yep.
so I was always a hustler, and I would always sell stuff. Shit, I used to make homemade beef jerky and take it to school and sell it in my backpack and Jolly Ranchers and candies. And so once I started realizing, I could buy these three-wheelers and sell them, I was making money when I was young, but I was buying them for $1,500 back then.
Yeah.
And then I would sell them for $3,000 and make 1,500. So I've been doing the three-wheelers for probably 15 years.
Wow.
But man, if I could have them all back when I was buying them for $1,000, $2,000, they're all worth 15 grand now.
Yep. Yep.
I've always really loved to buy and sell, and I love the three wheelers. So there's a passion when I do it, and I
Right.
like to make people happy. So the three wheelers just stuck with me. I used to do trucks and boats and golf carts, but
Hmm.
that's not fun. These are fun.
Hmm.
Finding them a home, it's fun for me. So
Yeah.
it's yeah, I do make some money while I do it, but it is very enjoyable too.
Yeah.
You
You're
know?
providing a service, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So now I got it to where people are reaching out to me and saying, "This is what I'm looking for. If you find it, let me know." So I'll write their name down, write their number down, and when I find it, I'll give them a call and see if we can work a deal.
Hmm.
So I probably got 5 pages of numbers just in the last
Right.
month.
Yeah.
What people
Yeah.
want. Yeah.
That's funny. How many machines do you think you've that have passed through your hands in the past 15 years?
Oh man, I would say probably 400,
Yep.
500. A lot. I have a, I take pictures. I have so many that I have to delete them out of my phone because my phone stops working.
Yeah.
I don't have enough memory. So
That's funny.
yeah.
That is funny. Did you ever sell any that you wish you hadn't?
Yes, yes, for sure. And one day I hope to get it back.
Yeah.
You know,
Who-
Fred Piesinger. I think that's how
I
you
don't think
say
I do.
doctor. He's got my 350X, the 86 350X that Brian built. Brian, forget his last name. Uh, I'm drawing a blank right now. I can't
Okay.
remember Brian.
What part of the country?
I can't even remember.
Okay. Yeah.
He built a super nice 86. Uh,
Yeah.
Joe Thorson got it from him, and then I got it from Joe Thorson.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then right now Fred has it, and it's so nice that you wouldn't even, it didn't even have a chain on it when I got it, so
Yeah.
no one can ride it. I sold it with no chain, and I don't think Fred ever put a chain on it either.
Hmm.
But he knows to call me back when he's ready, or I'd
Yeah.
trade him for something maybe when he gets tired of it.
Yeah.
And the Ducati, that red Ducati I built it took me like 3 years to build an '85 red Ducati. That I'll never do another one of those ever again. the part to find parts for those is just a nightmare. And the mud flaps on them, I wanted NOS mud flaps. I think I paid $850 just for the mud flaps. I had way too. You know who has that one is Martin from Canada.
Okay. Yep.
Martin's a good guy. He's been a good. He buys a lot of stuff from me over the years.
Yeah.
He's super easy. Super easy to deal with.
Yeah. What's your favorite machine?
85 250R, I would say, because that's what I had. But I mean, but the thing is, see, I've had a lot of them and I've sold them all. I don't even have one right now.
Yeah.
But if you ask me which machine in here I wouldn't sell, it would be that 86 Ducati. And I never even had one. I've only rode that one once up the street and put it inside.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to mess that thing up. Too nice.
Yeah. You wouldn't sell it again.
No, not after what I back and forth. And then the second time I got it back, Rodney found the right skid plate and the right muffler and an NOS seat. So when I got it back, it's even better.
Yeah. So it keeps getting better. That's good.
You know how they take the muffler from a different bike and they cut it and weld it back together to make it look original?
No, I didn't know that.
That's what they had on it before. The original one will have the 2 bolts underneath the silencer.
Okay.
Yeah, so what they do is they take an 85 muffler and they cut it a little bit and weld it back together and make it look like it's a little trick. But I got the right one on there now. So I'm going to hold on to it. Unless I need money, it ain't going anywhere. And I already have, I've already got 3 names of people who will buy it like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nice to know if I need money, it's there.
Oh yeah, you've got a lot of money sitting right behind you.
Yeah, and this is my money. I don't got no money in the bank. I'm broke. This is my bank.
Yeah. So it's more fun to look at, than your bank statement. So
yeah, you could have a bad day, and come home from work, open the door, and just immediately you're happy again.
Good mood.
Yeah.
What's the longest trip you've ever been on to bring a machine home?
Me personally driving, I would say not too far, to be honest. I'd say about 10 hours.
Yeah. A lot of people won't travel more than 2 hours, so 10 hours that's a good haul.
Yeah, and it's funny because if you out here, the freeways are getting really bad. Once you get an hour from my house, like LA area, the freeways are you go 5 to 10 miles an hour. It's horrible out here. So if it's a 2-hour trip, it's gonna be a 5-hour trip.
Wow.
There's no fast about it anymore. There's too many people out here. I don't know where they came from, but the freeways are horrible. So I basically just bring extra money with me, and I'm on Marketplace while I'm going to pick up machines because I can put 2 of them in my pickup. So while I'm out there, I bring money and I'm looking. I got pulled over by a CHP 2 weeks ago because he caught me on my phone looking on Marketplace.
Did you get a ticket?
He wrote me a ticket for my license plate cover instead. He let me off the hook being on the phone because that would be worse.
Yep. That's funny. What do you do when you're not buying and selling Hondas? You got any pastimes or hobbies?
Well, we used to go to the river a lot and boating and camping and stuff, but I don't know. It's just kind of everything slowed down. All my friends are getting older. No one does anything anymore. But I go to Megan's house and we'll go to the beach, or I won't go in the water. I think I'm that guy who's gonna get attacked by a great white.
How far from the ocean are you?
2 hours.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Megan's house, it's I don't know, 20 minutes.
Okay.
So he lives right by the beach where it's nice weather, super nice. Yeah.
How far from Glamis are you?
Glamis is just maybe 2 hours, if that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I should have went out there and met up with you when you were just there. You were
Yeah,
just
it
there.
was March, beginning of March. It was my first time. It was wild. It's just some
So
of the, it changes your life. It's amazing.
yeah, I've been going out there since I was a young kid. Yeah,
Yeah.
my first truck that I bought, I went down Oldsmobile Hill and the front tire went flat. Steering wheel started turning. I rolled like 5 times. I just
Oh my
bought the
God.
truck too. And all the tires popped off the rims. And we were stuck there all night. We were just little kids. We had to go back to town and get some tires and put them on the rims. And I drove that truck home too, like this, with 3 of my buddies because the roof was smashed, no windshield. I pulled into I still lived at home with my parents at this time. I pulled into the house and my dad's out front drinking a beer, watering the lawn. And I pulled into this truck just smashed at every angle. I can't believe I drove it home. Drove it home like this, smashed up. And my dad looked at me, he's got a cigarette, he got his beer, looked at me, and you fucking idiot. He was so pissed off. You idiot. He did the same thing, so when he was a kid, he did the same shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I had full coverage. I was good. Got it fixed. But you know who invited me to go out there was Jason Jason Ardone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I could ever. I don't know how you spell his last name. Ardone.
Something like
But
that. Yeah.
all those guys went out there, and Wes McKinney and Donnie Pullman and Richard Bain. All those guys went out there and invited me, and I just decided, you know what, I got to go meet these guys. I've been friends with them on Facebook for years. Me and Jason used to talk all the time. He invited me down there. There was a big group of guys, and these guys are cooking lobster. I bring some shrimp to chip in. You know, everyone just brings food and throws it in together. And these guys were making some weird stuff. I don't even know how half the stuff was that I was eating, but we had a good time. I bring my sand rail out there too, and let all those guys do the drag races. That holds 5 people. So Jason was driving in, and Donnie was doing drag races with it. And they said, "Come on out. You could ride our 3-wheelers and quads, and I'll bring the buggy." And thank God I did bring the buggy because Donnie had a broken shoulder when I got there. That guy's tough. He was with a broken shoulder.
They still hung out. Yeah.
I said, "Put the bike away, get in the buggy." And he rode with me in the buggy, and I tried to take it easy over the bumps. You know, but he still finished off the weekend, had a good weekend. But I'd love it if you guys came back out here because that was probably the funnest weekend I've ever had. Going there and meeting any of these guys, the best trip I had.
Yeah.
So
We got to ride with Tanner Pies, and he just, he grew up riding there, and he's still growing up, but just the way he can lead you through the dunes, and after a while, it's almost like it's a pattern, or like the wind blows it. Like you almost like I've been here before, but you're in a totally different spot, and they all start to look the same.
I'll get lost out there real quick. I like to be following somebody that has the GPS that's already been out there and can scan all the areas. Yeah, I'd rather do that. I'd rather be in the middle or even the back.
Yep.
You follow me, we're gonna get lost. I've been stuck out there at nighttime. I've been broken out there at nighttime and had to sleep out there before.
That was cold. Fun.
Oh yeah, freezing. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. You mentioned cars. You've got some cars, I think, right? Some small cars.
Yeah. I just bought a Corvette. I don't drive it that much, but Megan loves it. It's got a stereo in it, and the top opens up. We drove it on Pacific Coast Highway. She loves it. I got a Pro Street 71 Nova. I raced it once at the drag strip, and I kicked some ass. Hurt a lot of feelings. I got like old high boys. I got a 72 and a 75 Ford High Boy. Here, you want to? I show you the car right here. This right here. Let me go show you. Here's Duke. You see Duke? Bubba. Hey. Duke boy, you sleeping?
PJ Hart was asking to see Duke, so now we've got that.
Here's these are all the toys I had.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've had a lot of stuff. I did K5 Blazers for a while. Here's the. Can you see it?
Yeah.
I don't know
She's
how it
hiding
looks.
something under the hood. What's it got for a motor?
It's got a 565 dart block. Yeah, it's got 1,000 horsepower or so.
Wow. Full roll cage.
Yeah, I got big old tires under here. It's got nitrous. I've never used it. It don't need it. I don't want to break it. Yeah, let me open this thing up.
Wow.
I don't know how hard, if you can see it good. Yeah. Good
Beautiful
stuff.
New Corvette.
If you sell
What kind of
enough
dog is
three-wheelers,
Duke?
come here, Duke. There's Duke. He's the mascot. So let me see if I can switch this around again.
Kim Dwyer says she's going to need a towel now, so I don't know what that means.
Oh, here's Kim. Here, Kim.
Sweaty.
This is for Kim right here.
Yeah.
I set these up. Kim made me this one too.
Little
You know,
Kimmy D's Nuts commercial here.
Yeah, here's Jeff Huffster. This is his super cool toys where he sells his stuff. I got a Sarah here shirt. You know, Jason made me this shirt. This is Jason's. Those are his quads there.
Mm-hmm.
I got like 4 of these he made me. Super cool. Here's Megan bought me this ice chest. I'm afraid to take it to the river. You leave it somewhere, the damn thing's $300. It probably gets stolen. So I just put all the stickers. I got Blue Line. I got Sarah. I got the Honda Hort, your sticker here.
Yeah.
I got Retro Off Road. I just covered it.
Yeah.
I think the other side's got some. Every time I get a sticker, I just throw it on the ice chest. Yeah, I'm looking. If anyone has a nice 85, I want it. This one's got aftermarket tires, scrapes here. It's not perfect, but I want a really nice one. I had one, and I let my friend Cameron buy it off me. Should have never done that. He won't sell it back to me.
What a jerk.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Cameron. Came over here, and it was so nice. I didn't want it. I kept it up there.
Yep.
I told him, if you want to buy this bike, bring your buddy over here. These guys are ripped, big dudes. And I said, pay me the money. Now the bike's up there, and I've already been paid. So if it falls, it's on you, because I don't want to drop it. And he came over here with his buddy, and we got a ladder, and we got it down safely. But I got paid before he took it down.
Yeah.
Let me put this back up.
So you grew up in the 90s, 80s and 90s. You're a couple years older than I am, but pretty close. Did you ever race BMX against PJ Hart?
No, but I've had a lot of talks with him about it. He's still got all his bikes and his trophies, and I've got some trophies in the garage.
Yeah.
But he was into it pretty good too. He probably was faster than me with them long legs he had.
So I think I've got pretty much all the about you questions wrapped up here. But before we move on to the peanut gallery, Kim Dwyer always likes me to ask what your spirit animal is. Do you have a spirit animal?
Well, I never thought about a spirit animal. Well, I'm a dog lover,
Yeah.
and I do love animals. I'd say a dog.
Okay.
I
Prairie
had to.
dog?
Huh?
No. A prairie dog? Just
A
just
hot
just
dog.
hot dog. All right, good. That's good. And she always Tuesday nights is Curse of Oak Island with her, so she always wonders if you think they're ever going to find treasure on Oak Island.
Well, I can't believe that show's still on, but I used to watch it for probably 2 years.
Yeah,
it was a great show. I totally forgot it was on. I don't watch TV no more.
yeah,
Megan has Netflix, and I stole her Netflix from her house, so I hooked it on my TV somehow. So that's all. If I watch anything, I'm on there. So I'm not
yeah.
watching it anymore. But
They're, they're still
they
looking.
better find something. It's probably been 10 years.
Yeah, just pieces of wood.
Yeah, right.
But that's it for me. I'm gonna let the peanut gallery ask questions. So if you got a question for Travis, now's the time. You've been telling stories, so I'm curious to see what they come up with. Let's see.
Let's hear it. Oh, can I see it too on the screen?
Yeah, so down in your bottom left, there's a little thing. You can make sure you're set to live chat, and you can see them
I
real time as they come in. So
I
Tricycle
think I need
Guy is.
I think I need glasses.
Uh-oh. I'll read them to you.
Oh, okay, that'll work. That'll
Do you
work
know who
better.
Tricycle Guy is? Do you ever see his videos?
Who's that?
Tricycle Guy, he's out in Pennsylvania. He's not on Facebook or anything, but a guy named
I don't
Jared.
know. Ah,
He's got the prototype 250R. If you've seen any videos or pictures of that. So he's got pictures showing it featured at a dealer show back in the early 80s, 80 or 81. But pictures came from a guy named Rodney Shedenhelm. Have you ever heard of Rodney Shedenhelm?
no.
Okay, I think he's California originally, but he might be in Oregon now. But he always likes to ask if you if you believe the prototype story, but if you haven't seen it, you wouldn't have an answer for that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite one to ride?
Well, I would like honestly a 350X is your all around machine. I would say plenty of
Mhm.
torque, never breaks. If I was
Yeah.
gonna go to my brother's house from my house, he lives over so I'm here at Thousand Palms and he lives in Desert Hot Springs over this big mountain sand dune
Hmm.
here. I would take a 350X because you know you're gonna make it. You ain't
Yeah.
gonna
Yep.
break. They never break.
Like a foul plug.
Or
Yeah.
200X, but I don't know. 200X. Me and my friend took a 200X to Glamis like 3 years ago, and it
Yeah.
just did not have the power. We did a drag race up the hill with our 200Xs, and we were probably doing up Comp Hill, 15 miles, 10, 15 miles an hour, and I had paddles, and he didn't, and he won. The
Yep.
machine didn't have enough power it was better without the paddles.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Yep. Kim Dwyer's wondering if you're coming to Trike Fest. You ever thought about that?
I might go this year because Chance actually very cool of him. He invited me to go with him and Chad Odell.
Hmm.
I think Chad Odell's going with him and Brian. Forget Brian's last name. Brian's the one I got this from. This
Okay.
86. He got it
Yeah.
from Jason Wells. Yeah. So it was nice to be invited. And he says, don't worry about bringing a bike. I got bikes for you. You can
Yeah.
ride, and I got a trailer for you to stay in. So I think I
Yeah.
might go.
There you go.
I need it.
Love it.
I've never been anywhere but California. I've been to Mexico. I've been to Arizona. That's it. I've never been anywhere in my life. I've been on an airplane one time, and I jumped out of it. Skydiving. That was
Yeah.
an hour away from here.
Yeah.
So I need to get out. All I've done is work my whole life. Just work, 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 work. The longest vacation I've had was a Saturday and Sunday and back to work. I've never had a vacation longer than 2 days.
Okay.
So I really should start enjoying myself a little more.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
And you'll get to meet everybody.
Yeah.
So Red Chain Bandit is on here. He says 2.5 Men is on the background. What do you think of the neighbor girl?
Well, the blonde? Well, I better be
What?
good here. She's all right.
He's all right.
He's all
That's
right.
fun. So Chicken Shack Chili says 350X or 250R. You've already said 350X. Do they have it? Yeah.
For looks, 250R looks better, but for riding, I'd say 350X.
Yeah. My buddy Jerry says, do they have a Trike Fest type event in the West Coast?
They do stuff at Glamis all the time.
Yeah.
They do events like three-wheeler events out there, and they do. I went to the last one. It was an old school roundup, like for the dune buggies, and there was a bunch of three-wheeler guys there as well. Yeah, and I think Jose from Vintage Awesomeness is trying to plan something out here in Joshua Tree somewhere, Johnson Valley.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think I seen something like that. The ones that you guys throw are way better. I would say the ones you guys throw are pretty big.
It's definitely neat. It's always something different. So, but that one's about 12 hours for me, so it's a long drive. But there's always something to do. What kind of beer are you drinking?
Well, I'm actually sober. This is just my nerves. Can you see it? Budweiser Zero.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no alcohol. I'm to be honest, I quit drinking August 13th. So I got a few more months to go. It'll be 3 years.
Yeah.
And
good for you, man.
Since I quit drinking, I've made a lot more money because instead of going to the bar after work, that I did that for 20 years, and there's a bar right down the street. I sat on the corner and drank beer after work. Don't get me wrong, it was fun. I had a great time, but I wasn't hustling like I am now.
Yep.
So when I get off work, I'm straight after the hunt of the three-wheelers, and I'm just go, 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 go. I have more energy, you know. I lost 30 pounds. I feel better. I look better. I probably still look like shit, but I look better than I did. So I'm done drinking. Been done. I'm going on 3 years. I haven't even took one sip. When I get to something, I don't mess around. You know, I know other guys. Oh, I quit drinking, and then you'll see them at the bar having a beer. I thought you quit drinking. Beer doesn't count. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Yep.
No, but if we're all hanging out with a bunch of guys that are drinking, I'll just put this in the koozie and I won't say a damn thing to anybody. No one knows the difference. I'll blend right in. I'll make jokes. I'll make you laugh your ass off, same as everybody else.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Good for you. That's awesome. Yeah. So Kim's commenting on you needing glasses. What does your Nova run in the quarter mile?
I would say high 8s.
Okay. When
I ran it, it was a test and tune day, and it was like you could race anybody, but it wasn't an actual. It was an actual race, but not like on the books, you know. And they run 8th mile. They don't do the quarter mile out there, but I'm gonna go with high 8s. Low 9s, but if I run that nitrous, it's definitely going to be in the 8s.
Wow. Yeah. That's fast.
Yeah. It's expensive. I got to run the 110 high octane in that bad boy. It's like $15 a gallon out here. So
my buddy Pat, Southeast Vintage Cycle Rescue says, do you have any machines in your bedroom?
No. No. I couldn't make it down the hallway. Thank God I got double doors. For me to get this pilot in here, I had to get 2 guys. I had to take the rims and tires off. It wouldn't fit through the door.
Oh, wow.
Jeff Hustler helped me put it in. He's a good guy, and he he delivered that pilot all the way from Washington. He wanted to meet me, and we've been friends for a long time, and him and his wife wanted to take the motorhome for a trip. They came all the way out here, hung out for a couple hours. He's a great guy. I'll definitely buy more from him, and he helped me get it in here. We had to jack it up and maneuver it and get it in here. And I made the deal with them. It had nice plastics on it, but he had these NOS Honda plastics in the box. And I said, let's make a deal, but you put those on. So that's how I got.
And he did it.
This one's not going anywhere for a while because those plastics are pretty rare.
Yeah.
I sold Chad another 89 and 90 Chad Odell. He got the other nice ones. So he's got 2 of them now. And I got a connection. I'm going to be getting 3 more soon. A friend of mine, he's not on the Facebook too much, but he bought 6 of them to get a good deal, a package deal. And they're all nice. And he's cleaning them up, making them nicer. He's going to give me the opportunity to sell it for him. So that'd be cool. I don't have to put any money out of my pocket. Just get him his money back and keep what I profit, whatever I make on top.
Yeah.
That's I like great when that happens. Doesn't happen too often.
That's perfect. Well, the more you
YSRs I sold.
I did see that.
I sold 25 YSRs for this guy. He put me in charge of it. And then Jason had that one, and it went to DNA Restorations, and then Jason gave me a super good deal, and now it came all the way back here.
Yeah, that's great. Boomerang.
I do a lot of deals with Jason Wells over the years. He's a great guy to do business with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is an important question. You know Tim Keister? You ever talk to Tim?
No, I don't think so. Tim Keister.
Tim is who I went to Glamis with.
Okay.
So he's got a very strong opinion on this question. So he wants to know what you think. Which is better, a 185S or a 200S?
Honestly, they look the same to me.
Yeah.
I have never had a 185S. Well, no, I have had one. It was here for one day, and I couldn't really ride it because the forks were bent to shit. And I sold it to another guy who already had the forks. So as soon as he got it, he switched them over so he could ride it. I don't know. All those 200s, 185s, 110 even, they all look the same to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so here's another preference question. Colin Spencer, 225 Yamaha or a 250 SX Honda?
Ooh, I would rather have a 250 SX, 86 or 87. The 85, I don't know. It doesn't do anything for me. I mean, they're nice, but the tank, the blue and orange on the 87 really does it for me. And the 86, does it for me too. I had both of them. I got from Travis Kisclair, both of them. Really nice bikes. I wish I didn't sell them. I wish I didn't sell. Jason Wells puts the red light guard on them, and that makes them really pop. The red, white, and blue, the red guard on the 86 or 87 looks really nice. And I hope he'll sell me one of those when he's done. Because, he gets bikes and he's done with them after a month.
Yeah, call me, that's funny.
Call me, save one for me.
Davis Drives is asking about your Highboy truck, but is that not at your house?
I have one of them's here. The farm truck one is here. It's green and white with like the big bumper and the winch and stuff. And the other one's in the shop. I'm having the shocks moved and putting new seatbelts and carpet kit and fixing the Speedo. Yeah, I can show you that one. Let me show you real quick. It's just right outside.
Yeah, that's his business.
I'm selling it too. I got too much money into this one. Here's another 3-wheeler right there. There she is.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, it's got the big bumper. It's got 38s, 5-inch lift. I just had it painted over the patina and added this whole white stripe. All this chrome is new. It's even got a bullet hole right here.
Nice.
That's my favorite part.
What year is that?
Yeah, this is a 72. Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's for sale. It's got a brand new motor in it 2 weeks ago.
Awesome.
Yep. There's one water truck. I'll keep the little one right here. Yeah, is it dark where you guys are at?
Yeah. Well, it's getting dark. It's not
it's like
black
when you open
yet, but it's.
Yeah.
Here, let's.
So the 6 bikes I had them all in here, just in this little area. I had 6 more in here. I had to move things around a little bit, but I always make it work. Put this back up.
It's the golden hour here. Not quite dark yet. All right. Let's see.
Hey, you know what's funny? This chair right here, it's clear. Mm-hmm. I needed a chair, and the chairs I have over here are too high. I found this on the side of the road today, and I bring it home. There was this, someone was throwing it away. It's got a big crack right here, so I don't want to sit on it and have it squinch my leg together, so I put this so it doesn't pinch my leg. When we're done with this interview, I'm going to throw it away.
Yeah, hey, perfect. One last hurrah. Why not?
Right?
Let's see. So, what's your favorite sport quad? Paul Kaufman asks.
Probably the Honda 450, the 2014 white one.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're pretty. A lot of power. They're fun.
Yeah. I've never had one. I tried to buy them, but someone always got to them before me. Remember, they were pretty hot about 2 years ago. Everyone was white one. Kind of died down a little bit. I think Tim Duke bought them all.
I think you're right. Now no one can touch them.
Tim did pretty good with those. Yeah, all of them.
How many machines do you sell to Tim Duke on a regular basis?
Tim's a really good buyer of mine. Yeah, he's probably bought at least 20 machines from me, I'd say. Maybe more. Yeah, Tim's a good buyer. Yep. Joseph Whalen, he's the guy. He helps me the most when it comes to working on stuff or taking them apart, especially on the 350X or he knows how to work on all of them.
Yeah.
I call him about my cars, my trucks. That guy, he helps me with everything. He's always wanting to help me out. No problem. Super cool. So. Yeah.
The only problem with Joe Whalen, and I'll say it right here in front of everybody, when he calls you, you got to factor like at least 45 minutes. You're going to be on the phone 45 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could talk to him forever. You know what? Look at this. I'll be right back.
I'm trying to catch up on everybody's comments here. Oh, what's that? It's backwards.
This is going in the mail tonight as soon as I get off the phone with you. It's going to Joseph Whalen. I just bought a 350X from him.
Oh,
just
super.
Made a deal. Yeah. So he'll be getting paid. He's, Joseph's old school, right? He writes checks. If he buys a bike from you, or send you a check in the mail. And so is Chad. So I'm old school too. That's how I do it. We could do PayPal too or Zelly, but some guy, if this is this the way you want to do it, that's how we'll do it.
Yeah.
No problem. Because I don't have any problem. I'll let some of these guys, the bike will leave and I don't even have the check yet.
Yeah.
Done so much business. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all.
Yep. No. What's the Nova doing the 8th mile? We're wondering now.
One of the guys out there that was at the track that day was saying like 6 seconds, but I don't know. We didn't have the clock set up. That's what one of the guys told me.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. I don't know.
That's fast. Have you ever ridden on ice?
with
like ice
with
racing.
Yeah, not with a 3-wheeler.
Yeah.
Here.
Let's see. I'm reading questions. I think the 85 and 86 250 SX stator gets chewed up often from the starter. Well, they did change the design in 87, so that might be true. I don't know why we're bringing that up right here.
I've never had that problem.
So
you know what I hate? I hate the most is that oil leak.
Yes. Yep. Are you? I think you might have just froze up a little. Oh, we lost you. Uh-oh. Come on back. Come on, Travis. There you are.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. You froze up and then you went black and now you're back.
I just went. I seen the screen going like this. I just gave it a touch and it came back on.
Midas touch right there. You did it. The guy that was asking about your trucks, he says if you want to trade for some 3-wheelers, he's up for it. So
yeah, let's do it. Tell him to. Okay, so my Facebook, I can't comment right now or talk to anyone, so I can only message you if you message me. Until about 9:30 tonight, it'll be 24 hours. I'll be able to go back on.
Okay.
Because my Minted Vintage page, where I'm trying to get people to join, I go to the 3-wheeler pages and I invite people, and I think I did over 500 invites. Yesterday, and it doesn't that's too many for one day. I found out, so now I'm not allowed to comment or like. So on your Honda Hoarders page, everyone's commenting. I'm like, they probably think
what a snob.
Yeah, I'm not ignoring you guys. I got in trouble for inviting too many people to my new page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll text him your number, and I've got his cell number. So
I've got 50 videos, 200 pictures of the entire build from when I got it, when it was lowered. Yeah, I got everything. I would definitely do that. Hope his 3-wheelers are nice.
He's been collecting a lot. He's wants to be the next Binky too. So you guys are fighting over it. So how old is Duke? Kim Dwyer wants to know.
He is 3.5.
Yeah.
That's another thing. If someone buys something from me and you don't know me yet, and I'm making a video because the scammers are stealing my pictures and try to be me and sell my stuff, just in the video, ask to see my dog. And I'll show the bike. I'll say your name. I'll say the date. I'll show Duke. And then you'll know it's me because the scammer ain't going to be able to show you my dog in the video. Yep. So that's why he's on my page. He's my mascot. I don't know where he went. Mm-hmm. Duke! Bubba! He's like, here, come here. What are you doing? Come here, Bubba. Oh, yeah, I just scared him the damn weight. Yeah. Come here, Bubba. Dude. You don't like the camera?
He's a good puppy. Yeah. He's like, get that thing out of here, Dad.
So I have this weight holding the damn thing up, and it fell, and it scared him. He's a great dog. Best dog I've ever had. I don't hope the other two didn't hear that.
So my buddy Pat Wells, who runs Southeast Vintage Cycle Rescue, he has gifted 5 memberships. I've got a YouTube membership program where I show insider videos, which are stuff I'm working on, a lot of dock updates because I'm constantly maintaining my dock. And Lifty 550 is wondering how you receive a gifted membership, and so is another guy here. So when Pat does that, you got to be the first one to click it. The first 5 people to click it get the month membership. So I'm just explaining that to those guys.
Oh, gotcha. I was wondering what you're talking about. Like, what's going on here?
Let's see. I think Travis should take over the interview process for all Honda Hoarder of the Week moving forward. I'm too quiet. Travis, you are great. You are a natural storyteller, and it's just fun to sit and listen. Kim says good energy, and that's true. I would honestly be happy if somebody took this over. It's kind of a lot.
I actually put some because if people want to know like a little more about me, I got some other photos over here.
Yeah.
So when I was young, when I got my first house, I got a goat named Billy. Little goat. He was supposed to be a miniature, and I had him for 12 years. And this goat he got big. Like I took him to Glamis. I had a special sandrail made. I took him to Havasu on the pontoon boat that we rented. And I had some good times with this goat. But here's a picture of me in the pool in my front yard with him.
With your goat.
Here he is, got a cigarette in his mouth.
What's he wearing?
A sweater. Here he is in my truck when he was little. He was small there. There he is with a cigarette in his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this goat, this goat made me famous when I was a young single guy. I took him everywhere.
You were the guy with a goat.
Everybody was like all over him. It was great. I would do his horns red, his nails red. I put a shirt on him, says "Show your tits," all kinds of weird shit.
So what happened to Billy?
I came home from work and he had a broken hip in my backyard.
Oh no!
And something else was going on in his insides where he was blowing up. Like his stomach kept getting like bigger and bigger, and his hip was done, and I had to put him down. And my dad had a bobcat. When my dad passed away, my brother got it. My brother lives on a ranch and he has horses, and he offered to let me take it. You got to go deep with a 300-pound goat. He was a big boy when he was older. So my brother and me buried him on his property, on his ranch. I got a cross out there that says Billy in the bushes where we put him. So he's over there in a good spot. I don't have the room to bury him in my backyard. I'd probably end up stinking up the place. I got some of my old dogs are back there, but they weren't 300 pounds.
That's funny. Okay, so here's an important question. When you come out to Trike Fest, because we've already established that you're 100% coming to Trike Fest, Kim Dwyer's going to have karaoke one night. So, what's your karaoke song?
Oh man, I think I used to do karaoke all the time. It was easy to pick a song. The karaoke guy knew what I'd sing. I don't even know the damn word, the name. What's that country song, baby? Lock them doors and turn the lights down low.
Oh yeah.
I can do that one. I can do that one pretty good. Get all romantic with it.
Yeah. Have it ready, Kim.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lifty 550 is wondering.
I could do Vanilla Ice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got the moves too. I got to take a few Tylenol first.
Okay.
I got the arthritis is kicking in.
Yeah, I think at our age, everything requires a couple Tylenol, Advil, whatever.
Yeah.
What? And your Facebook page is Minted Vintage ATC ATV SoCal, right?
Yeah. And then
I typed it out a couple times.
My other Facebook is Travis Dobbins. So sometimes people get confused, like, hey, some guy's stealing your pictures. No, that's me too. But if it doesn't say Travis Dobbins or Minted Vintage, then it's somebody else. I see my pictures all over the place. It pisses me off when people do that. Take my stuff.
Yeah. It's tough because some people say, "Oh, you should watermark your pictures," but you're not going to do that with every stinking picture. So,
yeah.
Is there a 3-wheeler you haven't had that you want?
Yes, but I don't think I I don't think I'm going to get it unless I win one in a raffle. I would love to have a tiger.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one, two Ducats right now, that blue one looks pretty damn good. I've seen one run through here in the shipper when the shippers come up.
Yeah.
There was a white one. I don't remember if it was a 500 or the 250. I don't know. I sure would love to have one. It would be way in the back where no one could touch it.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. We got to be getting close to the bottom of this list here. That's many ones. People commenting on your goat. Not many guys have a goat that they bring around, you know.
Man, my first house, I was 24 when I bought my first house. I couldn't afford to pay this house, but it was in my name. I got it, no cosigner. I had good credit. My mom made me get a credit card when I was young, and I paid. She taught me to pay, good credit score, and I would rent rooms out. I worked at a golf course for 12 years. And I did mobile detailing. I had a little trailer I towed behind my truck for every morning. I go detail cars, and then I go to the golf course at noon. And I did valet parking and scrub golf clubs, when people get done golfing. So all the guys I work with were all my friends, and two of them live with me, and one would move out, and another one would move in. We had parties all the time. I had goats. I had the goat. I had 2 pigs. I had parties, and girls would come over, and I'd have a goat walking around. Literally with a diaper in my house.
Yeah.
If he would eat the diaper off, and then he'd poop in the house, but it's little dry dingleberries.
Yeah.
Don't yell at him. If you yell at him, he's gonna run. You get a whole trail of shit to pick up down the hallway. So you just let him shit and pick it up in one pile.
That's funny.
It was wild. I had some wild times growing up.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
So, all right, I think we're getting close to the end here, and Greg Hoagland has a good question. Since we're talking about goats and we're talking about 3-wheelers, who is the goat of 3-wheelers?
Who is the goat of 3-wheelers?
The greatest of all time. Who's the greatest?
Well, that would be you.
I don't think so. I'd have to go with Binky, don't you think?
Yeah, he's pretty up there. Oh, you know what? Shout out to Binky. Watch this. I got something for you.
All right, here we go, Bink. He was watching last week. Hopefully he's here this week. There it is.
I put that. You know what? Binky has been a really good buyer from me, and he actually has the machines that I wish I had back, all of them.
Yeah.
I sold him an 87 Banshee and an 88 Banshee, 85 Tri-Z and an 86 Tri-Z. They were all from the same guy. And this guy, some of them never had fuel in them.
Yeah, I saw those Tri-Zs.
Yeah, Binky got them. But I gotta say, I did really good that day. I made a lot of money. He paid up for him, but now it's been 4 or 5 years. He can make money. He can resell and make money if he wanted to. But I needed money when I sold them, and he paid my bills for like 4 months. It was nice.
Yep.
He's a good buyer.
Yeah, you'll always be able to see him too. So.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. I'm gonna do last call for questions. Will you bring your girlfriend to Trike Fest? Will Meg make the trip?
Do the girls go?
It's predominantly men. It takes a special type of girl to go.
Oh, Megan, he could fit in anywhere. She's awesome. Okay. Megan doesn't bitch. She doesn't complain. She just goes with the flow.
Well, she might be down for it.
It depends on. I don't know. I'd probably just go with Chance and the guys, to be honest, on that one.
Yeah. Feel it out. First time, just feel it out yourself. It's going to be a good time. Well, awesome. All right, Chris D says I didn't read your question. What's the question, Chris? We'll end it on your question. I hope it's a good one.
Me too.
Lots of great women at Trike Fest, Kim says. Kim is the best. She's the GOAT on the female side for sure.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting for this question. Come on. Chris D's. We have had nonstop rain up here in New York. We haven't had a rain-free weekend in 6 months. So
wow, yeah, you know what? Chad Odell, he's up in Arkansas. And he runs a farm, and it's just raining and raining and raining. It's really taking a toll on those guys out there.
Yeah.
I sold him a bunch of machines, and he can't go ride them. It's too muddy.
Yeah.
He wants them for a spin.
All right, here we go. Chris D's, have you built a Fat Cat style bike out of a Honda 250R chassis?
I've never built
a missile.
I've never even had one of them Yamahas.
Yep.
No, I've never had one. I wouldn't mind having a couple. I'd rather have a Honda one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, the answer is no.
No, I'm just the guy who finds the nice stuff, cleans it up, and sends it to you guys to go enjoy.
Yeah. And we appreciate it, sir. You're a hell of a guy, and you're always finding great stuff. It's just exciting to watch what you're posting. You know,
thank you.
Your TikToks from the truck. You know, you're like, what's he after now? Here we go. So
yeah. Oh, when I do here we go. We're off on the hunt today. Yeah. I like doing that. I figure if people see me doing the work, they would appreciate it and maybe decide they'd like to buy from me because I'm out there, a real guy. You know, I'm trying to do a good service, and I'm very honest. You know, when you buy a bike from me, I'm gonna video every crack or every there's a plug in the tire. You're gonna know about it. If there's a seat has a flaw, you're gonna know. I video all this stuff, so you're gonna get what I showed you. There ain't gonna be no surprises.
Yep. And like you said, it is work. It's from dealing with the people to driving the miles to the negotiation and all that. It's a lot of work. So
yeah,
I'm happy to hear that hopefully you're really considering going to Trike Fest. You'll have a great time if you do. But I appreciate your time tonight, sacrificing your evening with us and sharing your toys.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. Thanks for Chance for nominating me, and thank you guys for picking. I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
And thanks everybody for watching. We'll catch you next time.
All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Travis.
Bye. Thank you.